Now a first down throw. Gone. It's caught by OBJ. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We go, 76, 76.
Here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Hey, 76, 76.
Out of the gun, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from play. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson, and that's complete. It's Green here. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Reset. Like in the egg. Check 41. Don't get nervous.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Yeah, baby.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Goff now looking to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Silver. Switch. Hey, 31.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Set. 19. 41's the mic. Woo-hoo. Check 26. Check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
The first down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
We want it. Come to my word.
From the 44, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Alert! Hey, 59! 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Go! The curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Down him, go!
On first down, Watson. Green brings it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check 24, check 24.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
Look at this.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Right there.
To throw is gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
We go side. White plane. Now you want. Hey, lift.
Goff on 1st down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
How's he calling me? My phone ain't ringing.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Huh?
Hey, kill. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Again, Goff. He finds his target, Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Yeah.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
She got a Hemi? Yeah. She on her way home?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
The sweet. Yeah. We going for a ride when she get.
Throwing again is gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams
It's a
touchdown.
black tie. What's that?
Robert Woods, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline now for the PAT.
All black.
Black rim.
Black rim. Well, what she get here? We're going to take a ride. We better take a ride to Brooklyn Top. Because it's not fair.
Brooklyn just came over here. Don't be whining about that. Why it ain't fair? Life ain't fair. She can't come over here every day. She can come tomorrow.
This one tied at 14.
You better not get the wine.
This one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Oh.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Black 20. Black 5-4. Hey, let's get in them holes. 2 for 1. Shit. 11. 11. Hey, 5. Lucky. Take 4. Take 4. 12. Slam.
After the interception, here's Gall. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson.
Oh, come on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Catch that.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Intercept. 19. You don't know no better.
It's a pick.
Watson on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
Right there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson.
And he get it back.
Plays like this
Come on.
Unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
Give me
because
something.
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Watson. That's incomplete.
Hey.
It's a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day. He's checking. Crash.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up, 31.
Back to throw, Watson. Finding Green complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Johnson. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
1st down, here's White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, we got 3 down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield, 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted. But good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Hey, Shell. Line 54. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the 25 on second down. Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. On the return, it's White. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Oh, damn, that is sweet.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Mike 46.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here.
Yeah.
Another opportunity to take the lead.
Tell her the game almost over. Hold on.
Everything is flipped in the other direction.
Under 10, 10.
On first down, it's Gurley. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hold on. Check.
From the 31, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
on, Dad. Let's go sit in the car.
All right, baby. Hold on.
Come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
That was a good-ass play.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Johnson was the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Goff now looks to throw, and this is caught.
Yeah. Here, we're about to go. It's about 16 seconds
now
left.
Zerline on to add the extra point.
All right, well, give me the keys. You got everything in there? It's fully loaded?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
What you mean, one of the keys for the other car? Oh, he gave you the wrong key?
Yeah, I gotta go back up there anyway. Take that other thing.
I couldn't find that. I couldn't find it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
If not, you just got to get the state to give it to you.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Is it?
And let me tell you what
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't caught? Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
It looks like it ain't tinted, though. The windows, the front windows.
No, it's tinted.
The front, ain't.
In the back.
Come on, 120. Hey, come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Man, why would this dude do that, man? This dude's shady.
So the L.A. Rams with